Sam Fisher.
While opinions on the games themselves may vary, I've always had a soft spot for Splinter Cell's hero, Sam Fisher. He isn't an over-the-top action star that gets an erection over violence. Well, not in the first 4 games anyway, but rather a restrained, methodical soldier who's just doing his job. He may lack the slickly produced cutscenes and set pieces of his contemporaries, but the subdued manner of both him and his games result in some incredibly memorable sequences, a personal favourite of which can be found in the final mission of his first game. After almost starting World War III, former Georgian President Kambane Nicoladze flees his office, and you find him sometime later hiding in a bunker.
Did you kill him? My God!
He isn't much in the mood for talking, which is no matter as it's not his words that you need anyway. However, after an entire game of sneaking about in the shadows and having the drop on the enemy, the tables are turned.
Nobody move!
Hands in the air! Nobody move! Nobody move!
Come by Nicoladze. And who is your friend? An American?
Ask him.
As Nicoladze bargains for his life, you're left to just nervously scan the room looking for a potential escape. Just to be clear, you still have total control over Sam in this sequence, although it's probably in your best interest just to stay still. Nicoladze is able to make a deal for his life, however you have no such leverage to work with.
I can give you the location, but only on the condition of my safety and freedom.
Agreed. You two, escort Mr. Nicoladze out of the library. You, who are you?
Don't talk, Fisher. We're arranging for a blackout in 5 seconds. Make the most of it.
Firstly, it's a minor point, but there's something about the pause between the soldier talking and Lambert chiming in that I absolutely love. Almost long enough to be awkward, but doesn't quite overdo it. Anyway, back on track. As soon as this sequence begins, it's not hard to guess that Sam would be saved in some manner at some point. But instead of some over-the-top explosions or a daring escape told over a cutscene, you get a power cut, which hardly tips the scales in your favour as you're still massively outnumbered, but does still put some power back into the hands of the player as they have knowledge that the enemy lacks. Because of this, the gunfight that follows is merely a formality. The real moment of empowerment comes when the soldier begins to lose patience.
Make the most of it.
Give us the key to the Ark. You can hand it to me, or I can take it from your corpse. You have 5 seconds to decide. 4 seconds. 3, 2... Who did that?
It's hard not to have a self-satisfied smile as you wait for the lights to go down and to get down to business. There's nothing particularly graceful or special about the gunfight that ensues, but because Sam had to get resourceful to regain the upper hand, it feels so much more empowering. This moment epitomises what I love about Sam Fisher as a whole. He's direct, brutal, and while he does enjoy a good split jump every now and again, he isn't very flashy or showy, despite recent efforts to modernise his character. A while back, the guys over at Death Battle made a video which had Sam and Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid duke it out. While I understand that the over-the-top spectacle is all part and parcel of their whole presentation, I couldn't help but just groan a little. Snake may not be above the occasional dramatic punch-up or two, but it's not really Sam's style. In fact, to prove my point, let's have a look at my second favourite moment from the Splinter Cell series, found in the 4th game, Double Agent. This is from the ending where you sneak aboard a boat to disarm a bomb. You confront the muscle-bound bad guy, Moss.
Listen, Moose.
It's Moss!
And instead of a dramatic boss fight or slick fight scene, you get this. While Snake tends to look as if he's posing for a camera that isn't there, Sam doesn't really go in for all that over-the-top kung fu stuff. He'd much rather knee you in the balls than top it off with a cheeky little neck snap.